The other person that so you mentioned Michael Jordan as a vice captain. The other guy that I've been championing to be a part of the Ryder Cup at some point, because he's the only two-time major winner in history to never have been on the Ryder Cup. Do you know who I'm talking about?
John Daly.
Yep. Now, I think John Daly should be a part of that as a vice captain too, just because again, if you're gonna have, if we're gonna do the get the crowd riled up and that sort of thing, and John Daly's a guy that can keep everybody loose as far as in that locker room and everything else too. I think it'd be great to have him there, even just as a figurehead and just for somebody else to get the crowd kind of going. But yeah, what are your thoughts on potentially John Daly as a vice captain?
I mean, I think that would be a pretty cool pick. He was here in town. Last month or 2 months ago, I was lucky enough to get to play in that event out at the Lake Club and caddy for him on the par 3 hole.
Oh, nice.
And it was one whole thing that they were doing, and we got up to the tee. He kind of came out, no practice swings, no nothing. Asked how far it was, like 146. Like, I don't have a club for that. Took out a easy 9 and hit it to like this far from the hole. And then I said, "Here's your putter, Mr. Day." He said, "I'm not putting." I said, "All right." But I mean, incredible golfer, incredible talent. 2 majors, like you said, a lot more than a lot of people who only have one, or one more than a lot of people who only have one. And I think it'd be pretty cool to see him there. I didn't know that I guess I had to think about it for a minute when you asked the question, but going back, I can't remember him ever on a Ryder Cup team.
The one year that he was the closest he got, because I think he won his...
He won 95 at St. Andrews, the British Open.
Yeah, and I think the other one was, 91?
Yeah.
So I think and Ryder Cup used to be in even years, right? So he was winning majors about a year before. So by the time it rolled around, his as far as automatically qualifying, I think he was down. But he should have really that second time. I think it was
96 would have been at Oakland Hills, I think, in Michigan.
Whatever year that Hal Sutton was the captain, which might have been later. This might have been later on, and Daly won a couple times leading into that and didn't get picked because Hal Sutton just doesn't like John.
That's
Daly.
the one that I was thinking of. Was Oakland Hills in Michigan when Sutton was the captain.
I got you, and they got trounced.
They got beat bad. Yeah.
It was like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, that was a bad one.
But yeah, I would love to see John Daly there. I think the fans would love to see him there as well.
It'd be awesome to have him up there.